Hello, people. Welcome back to another video by your good. Welcome back to another video by your good friend Chad Marco, the Big Anarchy. Make sure you guys attack that like button, check out my other social media, and let's have a conversation. So this video is called AI Hentai is taking over. This is kind of a prediction video that I'm making now. I'm stamping this prediction. I believe that AI is going to take over the hentai game very, very soon. So you guys know that maybe like not too long ago, maybe like a few years ago, we started seeing the rise of AI generated content, AI music, AI images, AI porn, and after that we started seeing like AI videos. So all this technology is just getting better and better and better. And I remember initially when it started happening, there was like the excitement about AI porn, right? I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. That's one of the main things that we want to do. Like the idea is just being able to type in a few words, and then whatever fetish or sexual fantasy that you have, you can just have it pop up right there on your screen with ease. But then there was a problem, right? And the problem was that we quickly realized that yes, we had this newfound ability, but the result was soulless. It was impressive, but it wasn't really fappable. I think like the first ways I really started utilizing like AI was AI images. And it was really primarily useful for doing like basic stuff, you know, avatars for social media, like cartoon avatars for social media, little pictures and images as filler for my videos. So, you know, just like how people had initially predicted that the first thing that AI art would kind of take over was like the most basic of things, right? Like the type of art you would see on like standard websites, like again, filler, basic type art that you might see on the most like a regular landing page on a business website, like selling flowers, right? The most simple shit. And I think that's how a lot of content creators started utilizing it. But when it came down to like, again, pornography, it was like something was missing. and you guys know me. I'm a certified Gooner Coomer, no shame in my game. I'm all about that shit. And, you know, even myself, when I first saw it, I was like, again, okay, it was more like a novelty thing. Like, okay, it's cool that you can put these little words in and see stuff, but you know, it wasn't really good enough to masturbate to. Like something was missing. So I kind of just forgot about it. I didn't really think much of it. I figured the technology would get better over time, but I just was like, whatever. I went back to like regular shit, you know, 3D hentai, whatever. I just pretty much wasn't really paying attention to it. I would see it out the corner of my eye, but I wasn't really impressed by what I was seeing. But then recently, I had downloaded a H game. I do that too. I play H games. And I think, what was it called? I think it was like Lady of the Deep Blue Sea or some dumb shit like that. And I remember I was playing it and I was like, yo, this shit is kind of cool. The gameplay sucked like most H games, but the art I thought was cool because it was one of the few H games that had how do I put it? Like motion anime parts. You know, most H games were just still images. This one had a combination of both. And I was like, yeah, I was into this shit. But the game was, again, the gameplay was horrible. So I looked up like a guide for it. And when I was going through the forums, somebody mentioned like, man, this game was made by AI. Like this one of those AI games. I was like, what? I was like, I've been masturbating to a AI game the whole time, and it was kind of shocking because I realized like, dude, this whole time I was like completely into this game that was made using AI, that was made using AI art, AI images, AI hentai clips, and all that shit. And I was like, wait a minute, have I been sleeping on AI hentai? And so I started kind of looking for more. And so I went to one of my preferred, hentai dojin websites, one of the many. And I just started looking it up, and that's when I realized, bro, like, oh shit, like, I was like, oh shit, like it's gotten so much better. And you guys know, I've kind of gotten much better control over my masturbation habits. I'm a big promoter of, masturbating, but masturbating in moderation. But when I realized that the treasure trove of AI generated hentai that I had just not been aware of, I gave myself permission. I said, Marco, we're going to look, I'm taking the limiters off. Take the whole week and have fun. And that's exactly what I did. No moderation, no self-control. I said, yo, I gotta dive in right now because I did not know that this shit was going on. I've been sleeping on it. And what I realized was that the soulless issue is starting to go away. Like, it's becoming legitimately fappable. It's somehow the AI has discovered the funk, the soul, to make it fappable. Now, some people might disagree. You still have the people that are coping and still calling it slop. And don't get me wrong, because the AI generated hentai game has a lot of, it's like it's a free for all. So there really isn't a filter for quality. Everybody is kind of getting into making their own and uploading it. And really, some of these hentai websites, it's kind of becoming like oversaturated with AI generated art, and because there are a lot of people that are uploading it and they're not really watching out for like flaws in the results. Like, you still have the issue of too many fingers, deformities and things like that. But then you have those people that are good at what they do and are actually careful about the quality of what they're putting out. So you're still like sifting through garbage a lot, but there's so much good shit available, especially when you find someone that's good at it. Now that's the key, is when you find somebody that actually knows what they're doing and has a quality control process for putting out their AI generated hentai. But one of the reasons why I say that, again, people are coping, as they call it, slop. One of the things that I saw, there was a poll or something. There was I forgot what it was. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, it says alarming data shows that user rating of AI hentai is increasing yearly. So, and I noticed this too. When the AI generated hentai was first coming out, and you would see it in these galleries, it would always be rated like 1 star or half a star, and you just like whatever. Then I started noticing, like, wait a minute, 2 star, 3 star. Like, if AI generated hentai has 3 stars, I'm like, let me look. Maybe there's something going on here, and that was another way I started kind of realize that there was a shift happening. I started seeing that in these galleries, the ratings were going up. And now you see some with 4 star, 4.5 star. And so again, just like this data shows, the ratings have been going up over time, which means that it's getting better, or people are becoming more receptive to enjoying AI generated hentai. So again, going back to the point of the video, why I think AI hentai is going to take over. And again, man, when I had my fun last week, I noticed something, bro. Like, when I would masturbate, sometimes I would hop on the website and the first thing I would type in was AI generated, bruh. Like I skipped right past the human shit. I skipped right past. I said, get this bullshit out my way. I said that's again, some people might say that's blasphemy. But I'm just being honest, bro. There were some days I got on. I said, get this bullshit out of my face. AI generated. And had a ball. But this is the key, though. This is the key, bro. This is why I think this shit is going to take over. It's output. It's going to be output. That's what's going to kill the game. Output. What I noticed is that once you have a person that's good at it, they can put it out so much faster than the artists that have to hand draw it. There's one guy in particular. What the fuck is his name? I'm just trying to get his name. Like I feel like he's a good example. Venus Muffin. Look up Venus Muffin on like Sad Panda, wherever you go look up. He's a good, like, his stuff to me is really good. It's if you didn't know better, you would think that it's comparable to the image sets of an established artist, if not better. Now one of the downsides I will say, as far as like AI generated hentai and art, is that it becomes kind of formulaic. Like you can tell that they figure out what works and they just keep kind of doing like the same thing. Like with this artist I just mentioned, he has image sets of many different characters like Chun-Li, female characters from Chainsaw Man, video game, whatever, anime. But you kind of see that he kind of puts them through the same poses and positions in most of the image sets. Like you could tell that he has a formula, and but he just uses different characters to do like the same formula, maybe a different background or something like that. But it's kind of formulaic. That's the only thing about it that I would say is the flaw so far. It's less inspired than, you know, when somebody is like drawing but wants to do something completely new. But it's the output. This dude already got like so many fucking galleries and all these different characters from anime and video games, and it's some good shit, bro. It's some good shit, man. And yeah, but another thing too, and somebody mentioned this, one of the cool things about AI generated art is that you're gonna see characters that were normally forgotten or not really given a lot of attention to from certain artists. So think about it. Before, if you liked a certain character, you had to hope that there would be artists out there that were interested in drawing and making works of that character. You know, if you like somebody like Chun-Li or Mai or Tifa, you were gonna get that. But if you were into like some obscure character that like maybe what's that bitch name? I just watched it. Hermes from JoJo Part 6. Just random, right? You probably won't find a lot of art of a character like her from like established hentai artists. But now you can just, if you know what to do, you can just make your own, or you could commission somebody that knows how to do it whip you up a dozen image sets, right? Probably for not much. It's like I was on I was up there the other day, and I was surprised to see somebody did an image set of I forgot her name. I think it's Okoi from Basilisk, the anime Basilisk. And she was like one of my favorite female characters at that time. Like she was like a sexy tomboy type character, but I never saw a lot of art of her. And then again, just going through AI generated galleries, I saw somebody did an image set of her. I was like, yo, like, and I saw somebody else mention this. Like, this is one of the great things about AI generated art is that characters that normally didn't get a lot of image sets or things like that, or get a lot of attention, can now get that. So that's one of the benefits as well. But, you know, going back to the whole slop and soulless thing, again, I feel like people keep clinging to that but that to me, that's becoming more and more of a cope. In fact, I was watching a video where it was about the manga artist Araki Hirohito. He's the guy that did JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And he was commenting on AI art. He thinks it's evil, but he said something that I think confirms the point that I'm making here. And what he said was, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. He said that speaking about societal evils, I think that as AI continues to spread throughout society, we're going to see an increasingly shady world filled with scammers exploiting it. Recently, I came across a drawing and thought, this is something I drew, right? I was shocked to find out it was actually created by AI. When I draw manga, I add subtle personal elements that make the work uniquely mine. But this AI generated piece even mimicked details like the way I draw eyelashes so precisely that it was almost impossible to tell it apart from my work. If it were based on recent drawings, I'd know right away. No, I didn't draw this. On the other hand, I honestly wouldn't be able to tell the difference if it were done with my art from about 10 years ago, when my memory of it would be a little hazy. The more AI advances, the more this kind of thing will happen. Hirohiko Araki, again, the manga artist for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, what does that tell you? Even though he doesn't like it, he was fooled by the AI. He saw it and he was like, did I do this? But that tells you, again, the whole argument of soulless and slop is not going to hold up, bro. When a expert, a master of his craft cannot discern the difference between his own work and AI, that means that AI is figuring out the soul. Again, just like he said, the personal touches. Down to the way he does the eyelashes and the dumb shit like the hair connecting to the hat, footstep shirts. All that's crazy. Dude, and like I said, I'm just making a prediction. And like I said, the main point that I'm making here though, and why I think it's legit, is gonna be output. Artists are not going to be able to keep up, bro. And we still haven't seen the AI art hit its peak. We haven't seen that yet. Imagine again when the ease of when it gets easier to make, when it's not as far as like the flaws and the formulas become easier to kind of filter out. They're not gonna be able to keep up, bro. Like even myself, I have certain artists that I'm fans of, that I'm a fan of, that are my favorites. But it's like I be waiting, like when they gonna put out something else, right? Like some of these artists, they put something out like maybe 2 or 3 times a year, 2 or 3 times a year, versus a AI generated art making motherfucker that could put out 30 image sets in a week or dozens of image sets in a month. Dojins, like they're not gonna be able to keep up, and I just feel like clinging to the whole slop, and it's not gonna work, because, and you gotta think about this too, how many people are gonna care enough to even be like, well, I'm just gonna ignore all this good shit that's coming out. It's perfectly fappable, it's hot, but I'm gonna ignore it on the principle of that it was made and it was AI generated. You know, not that many people are gonna hold on to that just based on the principle of it. Most people will just, if it's effective, if it works, they're gonna roll with it. Period. You know, if it serves its purpose, they're gonna roll with it. So that's why I think the AI generated hentai, like I don't know about every other industry, because certain different industries work differently. Like with music, I heard someone make the point that, yeah, you can make great AI generated music, but then you don't have the character. You don't have the artist that you look up to, that you want to be like. You know, you could have a AI generated artist that sounds like Travis Scott, but he's not Travis Scott. He doesn't have the image, the lifestyle, the story that people want to imitate and or can respect. That's the difference. But when we talk about smut, hentai, it's just, I'm just trying to jack off. I don't care about who made it. I don't care about none of that shit. If it's hot, it's hot. And that's why I think hentai generated, AI generated hentai in particular, I don't know about other industries, but I think this one is gonna be one of the first where AI is going to creep over the artists themselves. Because the main difference is gonna be the output. The output is so much faster. 3 and 4 dojins or image sets a year is not gonna be enough to keep up with these niggas. I'm telling you. But that is my prediction, my analysis of the situation. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll see you on the next. So, Johnny.